Morning, friends. I'm down cellar in my workshop. About 24 hours ago, Thelma alerted, well, let me start by saying we bought a couple of these nice little desk lamps. Nice metal, a lot of metal, springs, nice little, anyway. We bought two of these for her craft room where she works a lot. And the other day, our granddaughter was up there with her, and she said, "Grammy, your lamp's got a crack in it, and the base had cracked." And so I thought it's like, okay, that is cheap. They put all that metal into the rest of the lamp. Nice, heavy, weighted base, like a piece of cement in a base that screws on. And then made this thing out of plastic. So if you're not really careful, you crack the base when you manipulate the arm. So the other one is okay. So I thought, well, I've got a plan. I've got some really thin sheets of aluminum flashing or something. I don't know where it came from, but I use it for stuff like this. And I love where is it? Anyway, I've misplaced it. Oh no. There it is. My two-part epoxy cement. And I thought, well, I can just put a piece of that on there underneath it and clamp it all down with multiple clamps. I came down to check it this morning and I realized that I may have smashed. You can see that's a little bit of an angle in there. I thought my board was thick enough to not hit that, and I wasn't really careful. So, and I've clamped it all together, and I'm about to take it apart. Now, I don't know how it's going to be, and I don't know if I've got time. Whoops. Okay, that came off well enough. Not loosened up well enough. It's not going to come off. There we go. Small clamp off. And I may have cemented some other parts into the thing. I had a couple of washers under these smaller clamps. There, that one's off. Yeah, I'm going to have to pry the washers off. Now for the big one. I had to get this big one on there to get past. Yeah, I wrecked it. Oh well, it's still got a crack in it. So I don't know whether I can fix that now or not. But it's probably solid. It's just going to have an angle to it. Dubber. And I've still got to pry all that stuff off the bottom because the epoxy kind of grabbed a hold of that. Whoop. Can I get it off without? Yeah, see, there's the aluminum plate that I put under it. And that's pretty solid. And there's a couple of washers there that I may not be able to get out. We may just have to buy another lamp. They were only like 20 bucks, of course. There's that one. And there's that one. But now it's bent. And it's more solid than it was. And it'll pretty well sit back on the base. Maybe we'll just go with it. It's solid. It's bent, but it's solid. Yay! So that was a project yesterday. I've got something new that we got the other day. I'm going to unpack that maybe tomorrow. Today we're going to go up to Norway. The Aubuchon Hardware, local hardware company, hardware is having their grand reopening. This is at an old building supply store. I say old. I worked there 50 years ago when it was Swan Supply, right on Main Street in Norway, just as you're going into the town there from Oxford. And they're having the grand reopening. We're looking for a bird bath that's less than $175. Hopefully less than $60. Anyway, our next option, if they don't have any, is an hour-long drive to Scarborough, where the Lowe's down there supposedly has a pretty good supply of, like I say, $60 bird bath cement. We'll see. Have a good day.